Yo, what's up? Bernsey, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? CSL, what's up, man? How you doing? I can hear myself. Let's mute myself. So as you can see, we have an ugly guy with us today, Brian. We're going to be building some cappers, and I mean like balls to the wall cappers. Let's swap over to this. Because Brian a few months ago was like, we should make really crazy rock crawlers.
I deny that.
He denies it, but I mean, like, boys, we're going balls to the wall. Like, four-wheel steer with metal axles. We got different skid plate. We got 3 servos. So it's gonna be a crazy build.
And for the record, I don't know what I'm doing, so Mike is the captain of this ship.
Yeah, I don't. He doesn't know what he's doing, and I barely know what I'm doing. So it's gonna be fun. You know me, guys. I just make it up as I go. I can keep you company at work. Well, good, CSL. I'm glad. I think I might leave it on this angle because you can kind of see us both. But
And they don't want to see me.
all right, let's get our construction or our instruction manual out.
We don't need both out.
I would get yours out too, because we might focus on our own stuff. So what's up, man? What are you guys doing? Obviously, CSL, I know you're working. So I think the first step in this is we're going to build the axles. Well, the diffs, yeah. So it wants us to build the rear diffs first, but we're not our rear axles, but we're going to skip right to the front because we're doing 2 front axles. Yeah. All right. So what we need here, we're going to need all the diff gears, all that. A1. So you got to find bag A1, this one.
D1, D2, bag B.
So we'll take that.
A1.
I'm bringing out the rear axle too, because we're going to need those gears for that.
Bags at A1.
A1 and bag B.
B2.
Yeah, CSL, same Capra, but this is going to be more of a crazy build. 4-wheel steer, like all this crazy stuff. Got it?
I don't see A1. A.
Well, bag A. A1's inside.
Oh.
You're good.
Alright.
So you can just set your box off to the side.
Yeah. So
What's in the box? What's up, dude?
what's in the box?
What's in the box? Alright, so we'll open up this. If you guys don't know, this is Brian. He's done a few videos with me. We're going to build some badass rock crawlers, man. Here's a... You can use your teeth, I don't care.
I was gonna bite it.
What are you up to? What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in the box? Great movie.
So the thing I like to do, Brian, you don't have to do it this way, is I take this stuff and I put it all out in front of me. And then these bags, I don't get rid of until I'm done building the part. because sometimes there's like super small set screws or something that you might miss. Obviously, this is empty, but I like to build it, and then if I'm missing something, I know for a fact that I either missed it from the kit or I accidentally threw it away.
As a career Lego builder, I'm pretty good at making sure the bags are empty. I'm going to keep it just so they don't get dust stuff.
Some guys, Brian should just put his in his roof now at KGM because you always flip on your roof. He said that you should just might as well just build it on your.
Yeah, kick them while he's down. No big deal.
Ben, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
It's good to be known for something, I guess.
Kick him while he's down.
We haven't run that since we did servo one yet.
I know. I went to the pit on Tuesday, but you were working.
Stupid work.
You're doing great. That's awesome to hear, Ben. What are you up to today? All right, so you got to build. You got to get this piece. You have your instructions. I know.
You cover them with this. We don't need both bags open right now.
You're gonna have to get this differential gear out.
There's one in this bag.
Yeah, that's it.
So I don't need this one open right now. Alright, what are we looking for? This and this?
Yeah. It's honestly, it's just like Legos, dude. Just follow the steps. And then we need these screws, which are these manuals are nice because you don't really need your calipers for it because you can just line them up on the pictures and make sure they're the right size. Need what? 6 of those?
This guy back, y'all, right? We don't need that yet, though. I'm looking for
Need 6 of these little guys. I feel like this diff is built different than the last time I built one of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 6. Bergsy, you missed the pit? Yeah, buddy. See how you're doing paperwork? Gross. So, this says we need to thread lock these.
Do you have an extra Allen key for me?
Yeah, sure. Let's go figure out what size it is. It is a 1.5. Okay.
Thank you.
Just watch your arm and put Loctite right here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are different than last time I built this. I don't remember them being set up like this. You have a handle there too if you need it. What kind of paperwork are you doing, CSL? What do you do? You guys, if you're just joining, don't forget to smash that like button. It's much appreciated. Or thumbs down it. Either way, I dig it.
I'll thumbs down you.
No, you actually have like a handle you can use, man.
Alright.
That red thing right there.
So yeah. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna work like a gentleman.
Yours like not going in easily.
No, mine are going in fine. Yeah, don't go too crazy because these are fine threads. You can strip them real easy. Sharpen market. I always think it's weird working on these little things like this, guys, because I'm used to like fish scale size stuff. So working on little things, a little different now. Did it feel chunky or
Yeah.
towards the end or in the beginning?
And
At the end, it'll be a little bit because it rubs against the side
alright.
as the head goes in.
Yeah, that's what it's throwing off.
Okay. Alright, so mine is to go. Anybody else into rock crawling? We're getting into it, obviously. And we're starting big. Pretty
You
much
had one already, didn't you?
pretty much spared no expense. Yours is backwards. This gear, you have to flip it around because they have to sit flush like that. See?
That might be one.
Because they're countersunk on the other side. Alright, so these are open bearings. Oh. There we go. Like so. Beautiful. You put a little front diff locker thingy all set up. And then I'll show you guys the axles I'll be using because we're doing four-wheel steer and we went with metal. Obviously, two front metal axles. There's four-wheel steer. We went with Trio. Stickers. Boom. There's the Trio axles. Beautiful. Obviously, we didn't go with the Vitavon or nothing like that because those are stupid expensive. But these are pretty nice. Because some of these parts can get super expensive to the point where like you can buy like a full-size real axle for a truck. So we're not getting that crazy, at least not yet. Yeah, I'm going to try to get some nitro. Buggy Bill's nice, dude. These qualities on these trail parts are actually really nice. This one is 122.1. 122.1 is the outside bearing. Then the 1407 is the inside bearing.
These two are the same size, man.
Yeah, as long as they're the open ones with the ball showing.
Got paper towels out.
No.
Alright, where you at?
So you got to open up one of your front axles. Because you got your bearings on there and the screws are in. Yep. You got to open one of those bad boys up. Yeah, okay. So that's the big one.
What size opens this guy up?
2. Yeah. So this is facing that. This goes on like so. Obviously, I know we got to grease this and whatnot, but I'm just doing a dry fit for now, guys. Beautiful. Like so. Beautiful. Alright, let me get some grease. So, Chef, are you moving to a bigger house? No, actually, a smaller house, but more property, and I'm gonna build a really big ass garage, so I can be able to work on my real vehicles, and still have an RC shop that's like twice as big. And I'm gonna build. The goal is to build like an RC haven, like have a racetrack, a bash area. My buddy Burns is gonna come out and help because I'm moving in the same state he went to. So yeah, I'm gonna have like a. It's gonna be a work in progress. Obviously, it's gonna be over time, but that's the goal. I don't really need a big house. I just need a big garage and land.
What else you do? That's it?
Yeah, it goes in like that, and then you got to put bearings in here and a bigger bearing in here.
Let's do that. See what you got here.
So if you need to size it up, it should be this bearing in the front. Yeah, this bearing in the front, and then this bearing on the inside. So that little bearing goes on the front, on the inside. So it's flush, snap it in. Yep. And then that one goes on the inside. Just make sure it goes down flat, because if it goes in crooked, it's a pain in the butt to get out. Yeah, go into a smaller house. Excuse me.
Alright, what else goes in there? This guy, right?
Yeah.
This guy?
Yeah, see? What are your instructions? It passes right through. Let me just make sure the bearing's all seated.
Feels like it is.
Yeah, good. That's it. Alright, so this, you gotta pay attention to this, because if you put the next diff gear in the same way this one goes, the tires are going to go opposite directions. So
What's wrong
one's
with
going to
that?
go this way, and one's going to go this way. So the next ones we're going to build are going to be opposite. You know what I'm saying?
You want to take a photo so we remember?
No, I'm just following the instructions. If you notice, the way I have it set up is the way it's set up here.
Yeah.
So even building the next one's going to be the rear one. I'm going to hold it the same way, though, that they have theirs set up. Which actually I think I did backwards.
You did it backwards.
Yeah. Easy fix. You just take that and flip it around. Oh. And that goes like so. Beautiful. I want to do this yet because we got to grease these up.
How much grease you putting in there?
People make fun of me because I put way too much grease,
Alright, this I need the knife.
but I don't. I very rarely have diff problems, so I like to go heavy on grease. But everybody's like, "Oh, it looks like you're icing in a cake," and blah 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 blah. Well,
You do like cake.
I do like cake. So you get this physique. I'm more of a cheesecake guy myself, though. And don't worry about running out of grease because I got more.
Let me see how much you're doing.
So,
Think that's good?
yeah,
Greasing the top and the.
I greased the thing you're going in. Alright, so now, this doesn't say it's in the instructions, but we're going to do it because it's going metal into metal. So I'm doing blue Loctite, so it doesn't hold as strong as red, just in case we have to get back in there.
I'll go red because oh man.
You do you, Pinky.
I like to screw over future Brian as much as I can.
Yeah, I always say it's future chef's problem when I do that stuff.
Future Brian's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, it happens. I agree. Wes, what's up, buddy? Lotus, how you doing, man? Wes, are you with Tom right now? If you guys hear that humming in the background, it's my AC is on. Damn, that feels good. Beautiful. So please, I like that.
What feels good?
I just spun it to make sure there's no chunk. Make sure it just spins nice and smooth and doesn't feel like it locks up. It's probably a cat or something.
Sound like a bird just crashing inside your shit.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, dude.
So this is, let me switch cameras real quick. This one? Yes. So that's what mine's going to look like. It's black. I went with black ones.
And I went with gunmetal.
Brian went with gunmetal. I do like the
Because it has
gunmetal
gun
look.
in it. And guns are cool.
America. All right. So that's first step one right there. Get this Loctite and wipe it on my pants.
Oh my god, are we done yet?
Actually, that's not a bad view.
Yeah, nobody has to look at our ugly faces.
Exactly.
Page 2.
All right. So now, actually, we should just build another one of these. No, we'll just wait for the instructions because we have to do double this. All right. So these plastic ones, we're gonna keep for the rear. The plastic steering knuckles.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go brass in the front and plastic in the rear. So we need these Trio brass turn knuckles.
Give me a second. Oh, never mind. It was in your front. I thought it was.
So again, guys, we're going brass steering links in the front. And we're going plastic in the rear. For four-wheel steer, it's going to be badass. So we need to take this bad boy.
Alright, which one we got? We're doing. Like this one, right?
Yeah, you need the one that faces this way.
Never mind the other one. No. I want the inside, right?
No, we're starting with this step up here.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's just the other side.
Alright.
So we need a bearing, which is 2021.
2 bearings.
So 2021 goes in here. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'm getting a phone call. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I got an inspector here. I'll be right back.
And while he's gone, I will entertain you with my zero knowledge of anything going on here.
Oh, got my keys.
May I? Alright, well, let's see how bad I can mess this up while unsupervised. Big fan of breaking things when they don't fit together, so let's hope that that doesn't happen. Looks like we got bearings in. Let's screw that up. That's pretty sweet. This doohickey's supposed to go in there. There's some kind of retention pin. That's supposed to stay, but whatever. Oh, my fat head is blocking my way. So, this guy. Next one is the pin. Let's do this in reverse.
I am back. How's it going, Brian?
It's not.
And then this gets a pin. And this goes to one of these gears. Like so. And this was pushing.
It's John.
And then this square. Oh, I forgot the bearing. You didn't forget your bearings, right?
Nah, they're in there.
Back up on both sides. And then we need the covers. That gets another bearing.
Where's the cover?
It's the plastic covers.
Schwung. Yeah.
And then we gotta grease these.
These screws in the bag or not? Yeah, why not?
Yeah, they're the ones that came with them. You can use either one. They're going to be the same length. Just the parts we got that most people upgrade in the future came with screws. So we're going a little heavier on grease in here, guys, because this might end up in water at some point. So I want to try to displace as much water as I can with grease. I know it's a lot, but I'd rather this be packed just in case water gets in here. And this bad boy slides over this bad boy, like so. And I think I'm just going to use the ones that are open already and just keep these in a bag as spares in case I ever lose one. At least all the screws are in one spot there. And I am going to Loctite these because these are going in the brass. Just a little blue on them. Good. Good. You Loctite them?
Yes, sir.
Good. Beautiful. Excuse me. There's one. Now we just got to do the same thing for the other side. Uh, bearings. Get in there. This one don't want to go in. This bearing don't want to seat in there. There we go. I'll make another one of these. Boom. Oh. Oops. Anybody else doing anything today? Chat's quiet, man. Everybody working or what? So, so. Again, I'm packing these with grease because it might go in the water, and I'd rather it help displace some of that water. go. And then we get a bearing. We get another bearing. Oh. Hell yeah. Beautiful. Working at Johnson Garden, nice. Beautiful. So that is good. So you built both turnbuckles with brass. Those are for the front. Now it's time to use the axle. So this is going to go like so. So you need a bearing here. Bearing on the other side. Where is it? There we go. Then you do like this. This is this side. And then this goes in here.
Knuckles out for this side, I think, right? Which screws we going with? These guys right here. You Loctiting these or not?
I'm not yet because I'm having a weird line up issue.
Yeah, mine was too. I just
You wiggle it in.
wiggled it. Did the old wiggle. You need another soda?
Not right now. Oh, that's why. It's not lining up with the bearing in the back. Okay. There we go.
Are you gonna lock that these or no?
Yeah. I'm gonna use blue though, just in
Red for
case
everything.
you had to adjust. So I'm gonna make these snug. Oops. Hit that with my elbow, and then I'm just gonna back these out just a little bit, so there's some easier turning. Hell yeah. Starting to look like something, Brian. Starting to look like axles.
Starting to look like something. All right.
Beautiful. We have made axles.
Make sure. I think I screwed up.
Yeah, you put these on backwards.
Ah!
You gotta look at your manual, bro.
I thought I was.
We'll wait for Brian. Oh, my phone's ringing again.
Call your mom. Again.
I am bad. Okay. So now we have to make another axle. This
Oh,
is
we were
for
waiting for Brian.
this is for the. I'm just telling people what we're doing. Take your time. This is for the front, but now we got to make another front, but for the rear. So we're gonna need bag B1 for Brian 1. Where'd the razor blade go?
It's under this bag.
Brian's like half my size, but he takes up twice as much room as I do, apparently. My side's getting smaller and smaller, boys.
My giant Jones.
Alright, so we don't need these. We need the front axles we bought. The steering in the rear, which you just dropped.
Don't worry about it.
But if it's a screw, we have extras.
It's not a screw.
Oh, gross.
I actually thought it was this, so I didn't even know what I dropped.
There's been many a lost screws in this shed.
Try building ARs.
Yeah.
If one of them springs takes off, going forever.
Make sure it's not upside down.
I already put it in.
That's okay, you're just working upside down, my bad.
Yeah, no, I was upside down. I have corrected,
Course correction?
fortunately.
Boom, boom.
All right,
There you go.
course correction. Now we're just doing it again, right?
Yep.
So I need to go get
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Morty.
6. These are 1.5s, I do believe. I do declare.
Okay.
Mr. Beauregard. I don't know what that's from. Just make sure the countersink parts are on top of the gear again. Like this way.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite there yet. That always stop spinning.
What are you doing?
Taking this part out.
Why? You have to build the gears and stuff first.
Not first. It's got to go in here eventually, right?
Yeah.
So
I just don't like a lot of parts lying around while I'm working. That's how I mix up screws.
You obviously never built Legos with me, where I open every bag and dump it into a giant box.
That's just shit. It says that you're a psychopath.
Yes.
Jeremy TRC, what's up, man?
That's why I do it. I play Legos on God mode.
Me and my buddy Brian are just building some cappers. Crazy cappers. It's like Jurassic Park up in here. We didn't spare no expense.
The reason I keep moving over is because this keeps hitting me.
Sorry, I have conveniently placed tools, Brian. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. We are back. Yeah, I thought so too when I first seen that guy. Alright, so now this is going to be different because we're building another front axle. So hopefully, this is something I did not look into.
What?
To make sure I don't have to do nothing different than just swapping out the axles. So we'll see. What?
They said this has to go in backwards from the last one, right?
I'm just following the instructions. So if you look at the instructions, Brian, see how these are facing down? So these are the downside of the axle. So that's just literally how I'm going to build it, just like they show it. Even though it's a front, the gear should still be going the same way. Bearing. It just looks like it.
Mighty ding There she is.
Yeah, guys, the guy that's buying my house just opened the shed door. He's like, oh, wow, I didn't expect nobody to be in here. That's why I had to go away for a second. Bang. Jeremy, I would like to do the Dirty Jersey again this year, but it actually might take place in a different state if it even happens, just because I am in the process of finding a house and moving to a different state. But it will be the Dirty Jersey. If it's not this year, it's definitely going to be next year because I plan on making like an RC haven. And yes, you will be invited, but it will be on my property. So not as many people are going to be able to come because obviously I don't want people knowing where I live and stuff. But you went last year and you're a good dude, so you're more than welcome to come.
People like me.
But I don't know if it's going to be this year or not. If not this year, definitely next year. It's going to be crazy because it's going to be on my own property. So we can get even crazier with it. Jaren's RC Hobbies, what's up, man? Great to decrease, grease, grease. So that just one more second, that's down. That gear's going that way. Pinion, shoe bearings, cover. Beautiful. Yeah, my goal with this when I move is to build like an RC haven with like a track, a bash area, a rock crawling area, like so it'd be nuts. Build the BFR, the big effing ramp, and do something kind of like RC Sparks used to do with the Big Dirty, but like with everything, not just Fisco racing. That's the goal. We'll get there eventually. I don't know how soon, but obviously I need to like move and get the property and all this stuff. So, but we have goals to reach. And if you have a camper, you can bring it down to where I would be and just stay on my property for the weekend. And we can get pretty rowdy too because it'll be my property. We can do whatever we want. Not so much like the pit where you gotta kind of mind your P's and Q's, but drinking and whatnot. On my own property, we can get wild. Okay, so now instead of the rear axle stop, we need our plastic steering knuckles from the front original front. And then we have to face inward, right? For no rear steer. The links are still outside, so like this. Yes. Yes, chef, yes. Some bearings. These rear shafts we don't need. We have, where's my, we bought front drive shafts. Right here in front of me. Appreciate it. Yeah, of course, dude. Like I said, if you have a camper, it'd be perfect. You would just stay in your camper on my property. Because I always liked what RC Sparks did with Big Dirty. So it's kind of what I want to try to recreate, but more bashing, you know? We may have an issue.
What's your issue? You said we're using the plastic ones now?
Yeah, the problem is I don't think we have the right bearing for here.
Why? It came with it.
Yeah, but the rear ones are a smaller bearing for the top. See this? See how small that race is right there?
Yeah.
The rear don't have a small bearing race like that. So we're going to be missing that bearing here.
So we use the bearings for the front.
Yeah, and we don't have. I thought the rears would have the same kind of bearing setup in the rear, but it don't. But we can still build them, and then we order the right ones, and then we just take these covers off and slip the bearings in. So I won't grease those. Know what I'm saying?
Not thrilled with that.
Well, like I said, I knew there was something I was going to miss. So yeah, it's just a bearing, not a big deal. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. 1 second. We are back. What kind of crawler are you building? Capras. We are building Capras. 4-wheel steer, all that jazz. And so I did F up with the bearings. It's one thing I think I missed
It's
in the
probably
rear.
because this is a different size, right?
Yeah, it's and like I said, I got all the other parts we needed for another front axle. I just didn't realize that the rear axle bearings were different sizes from front to rear on the top. I didn't realize that, and I kept looking at the exploded view of both, and just going back and forth, and it's just something I skipped over. My bad. We're actually a bearing short too. No. Yeah, we need a bearing for here.
I don't know if these fit.
What are you talking about?
Right?
You doubled up on a bearing.
Yeah, but I still don't.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah, they're designed to go together. Did you take one of my bearings?
Did not.
Do you have a bearing up here? That bearing doesn't belong there. This needs a different bearing. I think you took one of my bearings.
I did not. I never reached over your side of the table.
So we're missing 4 bearings. That's what we need. Drop something.
Ironically, it was a bearing. So now we need 5. Because I will probably never find that again.
Probably not.
Honestly, I don't even want to try and look for it. Oh no, it's the gear.
Ooh. It sounded like it went that way.
It's terrible.
It sounded like it hit your box when it fell.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Where did it go from there? Got Cheeto on the floor. That's kind of cool.
I do like Cheetos. Somewhere.
Maybe hit this side of the box.
Addicted, what's up, buddy? Damn, I can't believe I missed those bearings.
Now I dropped that part. I really have no interest in doing this anymore.
Yeah, it's the Capra. Addicted. We built the front metal axles, but I messed up and we didn't get the right bearings, or we don't have enough bearings for the second rear axle because I overlooked that when I was getting all the parts together. Does your shop carry Capra stuff, Addicted? You find it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to sell this thing.
Yes, I'm going in 3 minutes. My buddy Addicted, his shop is in Burlington. We can see if they have the bearings we need.
Or like go there?
Yeah. Because honestly, if we don't do that, we'd have to order them on the internet, and I won't build this. I won't install the rear axle. I'll just build the rest of the kit and leave the rear axle off until the bearings come in.
Alright.
Or we can go there and get the right
I would
bearings.
prefer to do it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, all right, guys, we're gonna end this early. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna look up the correct bearings we need. Call Addicted Shop to make sure they have them. Go pick them up, and we'll probably go live again when we get back. We need a whole set of 2 sets of front bearings for the Capra axles. They're different sizes. I'll call you when we end this live. But all right, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna end it now. I appreciate you guys coming in. Let me get this all together, figure out what we need, go get the parts.
Just bring a piece.
We'll be back. Talk to you guys.